This is Alena Miano and Ruth Wiley, and today we're talking about how much it costs you to wait. Cost of waiting.
Yep.
What you got?
So, particular things that have come to mind lately was I've had clients that have waited to buy, and from there, waiting to buy, even from a 6 months to a 12 months window, is we have seen the prices of home increase so much.
So they're losing equity, basically.
Yeah, and finding the perfect time for rates or waiting.
Really what we hear is you're waiting for the rates to go down, but I feel like that's really not a good idea to do because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And
Generally, when you get under contract, let's say you could have, it'd be 30, 45-day closing. Well, I present the options right then. This is what it looks like if you lock today at a 30, 45-day lock. Well, what I hear a lot is, I'm going to wait. I think it's going to get better. Most of the time, I'm not a gambler. I say if it looks good right then. So if your cash to close looks good, if that payment per month looks good, lock it in. Lock it in. Worst case scenario, if rates drastically drop, then that lender may be able to switch, go to a different lender, renegotiate to lock into the current day rates if those rates happen to drop. But if they go up, that's the cost of gambling. So I have seen that recently because I will advise not 9 times out of 10, it makes more sense just to go ahead and lock.
How does it change? Like what happens? Let's say you have a guy or a girl. Let's say they decided not to lock the rate when they went under contract. What is the difference in actual payment approximately, let's say on average, $270,000 house? The recent that you just seen.
So if we're talking about if we're going to lock in at the same exact rate, if I'm doing a difference, we could be talking about hundreds of dollars because generally whenever you look at a rate, it's going to show you the cost for that rate at that 30-day, 45-day lock period versus if I look at it today. So let's say if I was looking at it right when you went under contract and I was looking at a 30-day lock. You decided to wait 2 weeks before you locked in. Now we need to lock because we're 15 days from closing, something like that. Now, you could be looking at a $500 or whatever the amount increase, but then you also got to think it's really more because before you were locking in for 30 days at that set time. Now we're locking at 15 days. And hypothetically, it should have been less because you're locking in for less days. Yeah. But the market has declined so much and so rates have increased. So that cost for that rate is not the same as it was 15 days ago.
Okay.
Or whatever the case.
So you lose money. Basically, if you don't listen to your lender, if you don't trust your lender, let's start from there. If you don't trust your lender, find the lender that you trust and listen to their advice because it always comes to, we do it every day. We do it. Yeah, she does that literally every single day.
So I look at rates every day, so I can tell you more of trends and all that. I can't tell you, again, don't have the crystal ball, so I can't tell you what's going to happen with rates, but I can tell you, hey, this looks good. This looks good for that rate. That's the lowest I've seen. It's ultimately up to you if you want to lock that rate in or if you want to move forward, everything else. So we can only advise from the numbers and what it looks like, but have the discussions and
with the professional. Yeah. This is actually the same video I just made about the cost of waiting. So you wait, you don't lock your rate, you wait to buy, you wait for the perfect rate to come by. Everybody's hoping to have some dramatic change, but I feel like you should be buying when it's good for you to buy.
And then honestly, go over those numbers, say, hey, what does the difference between a 7% interest rate and a 6.5? What does that look like in a difference in payment per month? Look at the cost for those too. Is it worth it to buy down your rate? And then, because what we call is a break-even point. So what is the cost for that rate? And what are you saving for that? And divide them by each other. And then it gives some months. Like how many months is it going to take to recoup that investment to buy down that rate?
That's actually really good. Yeah. There's another good thing. I think there's mortgage calculator. Like you can install stuff like that on your phone. You don't have to ask your lender what's going to happen because I have a mortgage calculator on my phone. You can Google it. You can find it and just make sure it makes sense because for us, the most important thing is to save you as much money as we can. This is literally our job, to save you as much money as we can when we work for you. So if you're not certain that lender is working or your agent is working in your best interest, maybe you should look at somebody else.
And then also keep in mind, to piggyback on that with the mortgage calculator, is like you're looking at the right loan program. You're looking at mortgage rates are calculated by more than that. They're looking at your loan amount, loan to value. So how much you're putting down, your credit score. So, and it's not going to be pulling up exact rates for your scenario and everything too. And at the same time, don't Google what is the average rate today and all this, because it's not going to be the most accurate. Yes.
I'm just talking about the mortgage calculator.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should have one on their phone just for funsies. I do that from time to time.
Have you seen like the fun ones when they're like, oh yeah, you can buy this house and this is what the payment is per month, and it's showing like an interest rate that has nothing to do with
that's on the website.
So those, don't pay attention to those. But
talk to the lender.
Yes,
before you buy a house, talk to the lender.
Yep.
They will help you. Normally, when you talk to the lender, it's never ever you don't have to buy a house.
Yeah, no.
You talk to the lender.
We talk about numbers because sometimes the numbers don't make sense. And then, yes, you are going to wait, but it make more sense because the cost of waiting then is you are then saving up money and everything else. And
I'm
you're
going to piggyback on that.
A promotion, whatever the case. But
yeah, I'm going to piggyback on that because I know her and I know that she will tell you if it doesn't make sense for you to buy a house. You need a lender that can honestly tell you it doesn't make sense for you to buy a house right now. Because if they're just putting you in the house, no matter what, no matter your situation.
Exactly. You're the one who's going to stay in it, hopefully love it, make those payments and all that. And this isn't just your forever home or someplace that you're going to live with your family. This is also, it's a big financial investment.
It's your biggest financial investment. Buying a house is your biggest financial investment, and you should be working with people that you trust, and you should be working with the people that are professionals. And I believe that you should be comfortable with proceeding with your biggest financial investment that you're going to have.
Yep, absolutely. Don't wait. Talk to us. There's a cost to it if you don't.
There's cost to it. Yeah. There's always a cost to it. And anything you need, reach out. This is Ruth Wiley, and I'm Alena Miano. Our contact information is always below. You can text, call, send a bird. We are happy to answer any questions. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.